Welcome to TAM Studios. This is Becky with fellow Technical Account Manager Marnie from ANZ. Today's discussion is on the deprecation of voices within the Genesys Enhanced Text-to-Speech feature. If you are leveraging Enhanced Text-to-Speech by Genesys already, then this video is for you. In September of 2025, Genesys is looking to streamline its partner portfolio and reduce dependency on certain partners for their text-to-speech voices. This is because Genesys Cloud can achieve better optimization and resiliency by keeping text-to-speech calls contained within Amazon Web Services. All customers who use Genesys Enhanced Text-to-Speech are affected. So, which voices are being deprecated? All Genesys Enhanced Standard Text-to-Speech voices and all Genesys Enhanced WaveNet and Neural Text-to-Speech voices, so those without the poly prefix. Your options are to either continue using the same text-to-speech voices by migrating to BYOT, Bring Your Own Technology model, or you can switch to a Genesys Enhanced Text-to-Speech voice offering from Amazon Poly. Just a side note that Microsoft Azure Thai and Basque voices will remain supported until a later date. And to reiterate, those who are affected are any customers who use Genesys Enhanced Text-to-Speech in their call flows, which includes secure, in-queue, and bot flows. I'll now pass you on to Marnie for a walkthrough of this deprecation and what you can do to prepare.
Thanks, Becky. Hi all. Let me take you through a quick demo around how to prepare and execute this change, followed by a rollback if required. First, let's prepare for this change. To test a suitable poly voice for replacement, let's build a flow. To do this, navigate to Architect. Under Inbound Flow, select Inbound Call. Click Add to add a new flow. Give it a name. We'll call it TTS Test. Give it a description if you will. Select the default language and division, and click Create Flow. Under Settings, select Supported Languages. Under Voice, click the drop-down and search for poly. You will be presented with all the poly voices that's available for multiple languages. We will select EN, AU, Poly, Olivia, and TTS. That's the only poly voice available for Australian English. Once done, I'll create a new reusable task. I'll click on additional options and set this as the starting task. I'll drag the disconnect tile under Start. I'll already have an initial greeting, and once done, I'll publish this flow. I am now ready to test this flow. Navigate back to Genesys Cloud User Interface and select the calls icon. Select Dial Pad and enter TTS Test Voice. Press Enter and click the Dial button.
Hello, this is the initial greeting.
You'll hear the initial greeting. If you are happy with the voice, please proceed to Step 2, updating the voice in the flow. To confirm all the flows that use Genesys Enhanced TTS, navigate to Architect, select Dependency Search. Under Search, select Text-to-Speech Engine. Under Select an Engine, select Genesys Enhanced TTS. Note, at this point, you will be presented with all the flows that are using Genesys Enhanced TTS. To further filter out the search, you can select specific voices that's being used in your organization. For example, I will select EN, AU, Kali, Neural. This will present to me all the flows that are using text-to-speech engine, Genesys Enhanced TTS, and voice, EN, AU, Kali, Neural, which needs to be changed. I will right-click on one of the flow names and select Open Link in New tab. Once the flow is loaded, I'll click Edit. I will navigate to Supported Languages. And under Voice, I'll search for Poly and select EN, AU, Poly, Olivia, and TTS. Once done, I'll hit Publish, which will save and publish this flow. Once done, I'll go back to my Dependency tab and give it a refresh. Once the page loads up, please note your flow type has grayed out, indicating the change has been executed. You can move on to the next flow. Again, same process, right-click, Open in New Link, and committing the necessary changes. Once all the flows have been changed, navigate back to your Genesys Cloud. Under Admin, select Organization Settings, select Settings, and scroll down to Default TTS Engine. confirm Genesys Enhanced TTS has been selected. Please update all the voices to our poly voice. For EN-AU, you have got only one poly voice available. For EN-US, you have a few poly voices available that you can choose from. Please select one that suits your organization and click Save. You have now successfully updated your flow with the correct Genesys Enhanced TTS voice. You have also updated your organization settings to the correct Genesys Enhanced TTS voice. If for some reason you are required to roll back your flow change, all you have to do is navigate to the flow, click Versions. This will display all the versions that this flow has transitioned via. Select the version that you require to roll back to. Click Export and select Export as i3 format. Save your export. Close your tab and go back to your published flow. Click Edit. Click the drop-down arrow next to Save and select Import. Select a configuration file to import. Locate and select your exported flow and click Import. Once you have imported the flow, hit Publish to save the flow. You have successfully rolled back the change. Thanks for your time. I will now pass this back to Rebecca to wrap things up.
Thank you for that, Marnie, and thank you to our listeners. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below or email us at tamstudios@genesys.com.